Hello and welcome to my selection for the best comics of 2015. Alright, Happy New Year. Christmas is finished, but I'm not finished with Christmas sweaters. Alright, so just a disclaimer before we start here. These are all my opinions. Alright, I'm not making any statements of fact here. They are just, other than they are my favorite comics from 2015. Alright, if you're reading something different or you think something else should be in the top 10, I'm not going to say it sucks, it probably does, but I'm not going to say it right here, alright? So these are just my opinions for the best comics, alright? Before we do start though, I do have 5 comics that I would like to mention really quick that didn't make it into my top 10, but I still think are worth mentioning. 2 are related to each other, kind of. Afterlife with Archie and Chilling Tales of Sabrina. Both of them, they only came out like once every 3 months, so I didn't feel they were really consistent enough. And I did patiently wait for them to read them, and I was very pleased with each issue, but I feel like they stopped in July, I think, so I felt like that wasn't enough to put them in my top 10. Which might be hypocritical of me, because there is a comic in my top 10 that I only read 2 issues of, and just recently came out. But I still do think, well, I just think it's a better comic anyways, so that's why I put it in there. Might be a little hypocritical of me, though. But other than that, I do want to mention Darth Vader and Thor, Lady Thor, right? And Darth Vader was really good, really solid, but just didn't make it into my top 10. And also Thor, there's only really 8 issues that I really enjoyed. Oh, actually, be 6 issues that I really enjoyed. 8 issues in total, I think, for that run there. But yeah, just didn't make it in the top 10. But I still think they are worth mentioning. And last one is, I do have a copy right here. This is maybe my favorite one issue of 2015 was Garbage Pail Kids. Oh man, Gross Encounters of the Turd Kind. I'm laughing just thinking about it. This made me laugh until I cried. Oh man, this one story in here. I'm gonna see if I can do it without like cracking up. There's an alien on a spaceship, and to find out who the alien is, the captain has to smell all of the crew members' farts. All of their farts. Oh man. Okay, I gotta stop talking about it because I'm gonna just crack up. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to finish this. Alright. Garbage Pail Kids, Gross Encounters of the Turd Kind. Favorite single one shot of 2015. So good. Oh man, I laughed my butt off. Okay. So, alright, I'm not gonna really put this in such a strict 1 to 10. This is kind of a general, okay? Well, number 1 is number 1. I'll say that, and they kind of do move up in the ranks, but it's sure, yeah. 10 is lower than 1 and all that stuff, but it's not like 3 is not necessarily better than 4 kind of thing, right? So, so in a kind of 1 to 10, right? We'll start with another very funny comic, which is the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, all right? Oh man, this another one really, really hilarious. I really liked, this is just, there's a fly there, where. First issue really just got me hooked when she went up to battle Galactus, and she was like, "We came here to kick butts and eat nuts." Wait, no, we came here to eat nuts and kick butts. And then Tippy Toe, the squirrel, goes, "Yeah, we're all out of nuts. We ate them on the way up here." And, oh man, I just thought it was so funny. And every issue is just really so funny. There's like little notes on the bottom of each page, making jokes about the panels that you just read. Oh man, just really, really good. I really like it. Okay, next. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll go down from here, I guess. I'll put HeMan in there, right? Okay. HeMan, The Eternity War. I've mentioned before in my other videos how much I really do like this comic. I think it's really great. It has a little bit of a new spin on an old story that, well, I knew from childhood, really. think HeMan is like the first cartoon I even remember watching. Let's see, yeah, I just really like it a lot. It's not really that big of a publication. There's really only one cover for each issue, so they're not doing like multi covers or anything like that. I'm just really in love with it. I mean, art. Sometimes there are and this might be for some of the titles in here. There's something to be desired occasionally. But as far as where the story is going, where it's taking HeMan, I really do like it a lot. Okay, let's see here. Next we'll go with some other fantasy. Yeah, possibly you could put HeMan in sci-fi because they're on a different planet. I think there's going to be a lot of sci-fi in here, I think. But here's some fantasy. Rat Queens. It's about a group of women who go around adventuring, doing some Warcraft type of junk, right? They're all really interesting characters, except for that fairy girl, which I don't like so much. But overall, I really do like this series quite a lot. I think it's really great. All the women here each have their own really cool personalities, really cool characters. There was a one shot that was one orc dude, was a transgender orc dude. I really enjoyed that issue as well. Actually, I don't know, it's really well written. As far as the origins of the women as well, it takes it in really different directions that you wouldn't expect either. So I really like that as well. Okay, next we got, here's Hypocriticalness coming out. I've only read 2 issues of this. It only just recently came out, but I'm putting it in my top 10 just because, I just really think it's a really strong comic. And, they're super thick. There's a lot of story going on in here, too. So I feel justified in doing that. This is Paper Girls. Alright, Paper Girls, about a group of paper girls. It's set in the 80s, and there's like this weird time-traveling cult, it looks like, that is bringing back, they find an iPod, which is kind of weird, these girls anyways, and I think it's going to go wicked cool places, and of course the people that are writing it are involved in some of my other favorites this year as well, so confidence in them too. Okay, next we got some horror. We got Harrow County. Okay, I just picked this up randomly, and I'm so glad I did. It's about a witch that was hung. She was working for the town. She did some really nice things, but she had to do some really bad things to get those nice things to happen. You know, like sacrificing children or something like that. So the town killed her. A baby came out of the tree, and we see 18 years later that girl, the town decided that they were going to kill her if she showed any signs of magical powers. So she, in fact, does, and so they're going to kill her, so she should run away. She finds this, bag of skin, and who's helping her escape and stuff like that. Really creepy, wicked good. I need to find some other adjectives. I think I said wicked good for, all of these. I'm from Connecticut. Alright. Next we got, We Stand on Guard. Right? We got another same people involved as in some other titles. America and Canada going to war in the future. Coming on the story, Canada's pretty much beat, but it does still have a few guerrilla soldiers going around, rumbling around. Not exactly tundra, but the wintry wastes of northern Canada. I think it's northern Canada. I don't know my. Wait, they're not states. Oh man. Oh, it's at the tip of my tongue, but for a time I was going to give up on it. Anyways, it's really good. It's really good. Story takes precedence over art for me on this, but I think it's going in really great directions. Only 6 issues for this. I'm hoping they could somehow pick it up and carry on in some other ways. I haven't read the last 2, so I don't know maybe they just end the world or something, but I don't know. But I'm hoping they could bring that in more directions after this. Okay, next we got, some more sci-fi. This is Descender. I got this one signed. Well, not I didn't get it signed. Thank you, eBay, right? Okay. This is, remember the movie AI? It's like that with some more killing and actually cool robots that are not human-like, but the main character is kind of like a humanoid, synthesoid, what do you want to call it? Yeah, it comes like after there's a kind of like a Terminator type deal, but the humans act fast enough to avoid that, so they start culling the robots. So there's bounty hunters killing robots, even if they're peaceful or whatever. And this one little boy, little synthesoid wakes up. All he remembers is his human brother, because he was put into the family, and trying to find him again. And it's a really touching, like AI, but a lot more space travel and lopping of appendages and stuff like that. Art is amazing. It's all like watercolor. Looks so good. Looks so good. I need other adjectives besides good. I don't want to go too far. Like stupendous, spectacular. I feel like I'm faking it then, you know? All right, top three. 2 and 3 are kind of liquid, right? Right, here we go. Black Science. All right. This is some more science fiction. If you ever saw the TV show Sliders, kind of like dimensionauts. They're traveling through different dimensions, trying to get home. They have some interdimensional travel vehicle apparatus. What do you want to call it? And it's broken, so they got to jump at random times. They have to deal with whatever dimension they're on. If you can see right on the cover, there's some weird ones they get into. All right. Man, this gets so good. Like the main scientist, he's battling with his like lab assistant and the guy who's funding the project. They all had to jump together, and they're going through like some weird dimensions trying to get back home. Okay, this comic right here. It made me it made me cry. Cry pretty hard over the villain. Seriously, I don't want to give too much away, but the brotherly love in there was so good. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep a few spoiler-free type thing going on. This is issue number 50. I really do love this whole run. This is the best Ninja Turtle story I've ever seen or read in my entire life. Nothing else compares to this. This is so good. If you like turtles at all, you should be reading this. And you read the lead up to this. Number 50 will blow you away. Oh, it's so good. Okay, number one is number one. I said at the beginning. I think this is like my number one from last year as well. It just continues to be such an amazing series, and it is Saga. Oh, this is so good. If you need a little description, if you haven't read it before, warring worlds. They get other planets in on their separate coalitions, whatever. And they, kind of split up the galaxy between them. Fairy looking, or maybe you want to say angel or something, fairy type looking beings, and these kind of they call them demons, but all is just like humanoid creatures with horns coming out of their heads, right? They've split up the galaxy, and these a man and a woman from each side, they get together and have a baby. And so then the warring worlds don't want any of that, so they're trying to find this baby, kill it, kill the people who made it, the two beings that made it. They hire some bounty hunters and things like that, but then even the bounty hunters take on their own heroic qualities in this. You think they're going to be villains from the beginning. It turns into something you would never expect. It is a really good comic about, I don't know, I guess what? Racism, things like that, I guess. Sci-fi, which is nothing new, but the stuff that they bring here and how they tell it, there is a lot of new stuff here that makes it so great. All right, definitely Saga #1. Or sorry, yeah, is my #1. It has been, probably will be for the next year too. All right, recap. Here we go. Here we got Garbage Pail Kids. Oh, I laughed my butt off. Okay, so dude, solid parts. Okay, Squirrel Girl, another hilarious comic. We got HeMan, Eternity War, some good fantasy, perhaps sci-fi, because they are on a different planet. And technically, He-Man's mom is human. She came in a spaceship. Did you know that? Yeah, some science fiction right there. He-Man's not fantasy like you thought, huh? All right. We got Rat Queens. So that is some good fantasy. All right. Then we got Paper Girls. If you got some 1980s nostalgia, and then if you like kind of some horror and I don't know, if you ever delivered a paper, if you ever read a paper, there you go. If you ever read a paper, you'd like that one. Harrow County, some horror. All right. Little girl running away because she's actually the tree baby of a witch that was hung on that tree. Does that make sense? And then we stand on guard. America, Canada, fighting not really good fight, just fighting a fight. Yeah, America's really the bad guy in that. So here we got Descender. It's like AI plus a little bit more like cooler robots that don't look like Jude Law. He wasn't that cool, was he, in that movie? I don't know. Some people are going to be like, no, Jude Law is amazing. Okay, here we go. Black Science. Sliders with fishbowl space helmets. That's amazing. That description right there was amazing. Okay, Ninja Turtles. I cried. I can't tell anymore. So good. And Saga #1. This year, last year, probably next year. Yeah. Some demon fairy babies. And a ghost. There's a ghost. And the seal. You'll love that seal. Seriously. Everybody loves that seal. Okay, there we go. Those are my top 10 favorite comic titles for 2015. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, what are your favorites? They probably suck, but put them down in the bottom there. If I'll see if I have read them. If I haven't, I'll definitely check them out. I'd really like to know your opinion too. Just joking about that second thing. All right. Until next time, which probably wouldn't be an unboxing one or something like that. But until next time, thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe if you want. I think it's down there, right? Subscribe and like the video and leave a comment and write me an email. Tell me how much you love it. Okay. I'm not gonna give you my email address though, so don't do that last one. Right. Hope you had a very nice 2015, and I hope you have an even better 2016. Thanks a lot for watching.